I'm going to get this intro out of the way quick. I'm 24 years old. I'm an animator. I don't believe in God. Not a Christian. I was raised that way. I now consider myself an atheist in the sense that I don't know for sure if there is a God or not, but I don't believe in one. I don't think there is. I don't actively believe at all. Here's what it comes down to, and maybe there's a part of this that I'm missing. It seems like people take Butch saying that he wants to instill like Christian values into the Oaxis entertainment universe. People are taking that, Christian values, and they're translating that to he's trying to convert kids to Christianity. Um, I really don't see, just from trying to be as objective as possible, I don't see how you can make that jump at all. Christian values, they're going to be things like kindness and honesty and like these things like that. Christian values are, mostly like good moral values. I feel like even if he didn't say the thing about Christian values, you guys, he's Christian. You would sort of assume that he was going to, have those values influence the art that he was creating anyway. And hey, not for nothing, I'm sure he instilled Christian values in Fairly Odd Parents and Danny Phantom and all of his work. And he just never, said those words together in that order or something explicitly, obviously. And so no one thought about it. But look, hey, I'm an animator, I'm an artist myself, and my values are going to almost just implicitly sometimes go into my work. If you're an artist, I'm sure it's the same with you. Even if you're not an artist, your values sort of are one with your life in a lot of ways, a lot of the time. Not for everybody, I guess, but I know his Kickstarter was vague, and I'm not fully, I don't really have much to say about any of that other stuff. Yes, his Kickstarter was super vague. Yes, some of the backer rewards were like very highly priced for what you were going to get. A lot of people think Butch is full of himself or this or that. And look, I'm not commenting on any of that. I don't have a call on any of that. The only thing I really want to point out is the difference between saying you're going to instill certain values into your work versus saying you're going to convert people to your religion, which is not at all what he said. So it's just really hard for me to immediately assume all this really dark negative stuff just because he's vague, maybe naive to the crowdfunding process. And that's not even really supposed to be a diss. It's just like, dude, maybe he doesn't know how specific you're supposed to be in that initial pitching process. You might be thinking Vince, he's like a big hot shot in California filmmaking world. Of course he knows. Maybe you're right. I don't know, man. The point is, being vague plus saying you're instilling your values does not equal you're trying to convert kids to Christianity. You know what I mean? He probably, if that was his aim, he probably would have been trying to do that by now. If that was really his aim, he probably would have tried doing that in his Nickelodeon shows or something. And I know that the network would have tried to block some of that out. I don't know, guys. Let's not assume the literal worst in sort of everybody, huh? If I missed any key details, which I'm sure I have, I know there's a lot of little things about what he said with Tara Strong on the Speech Bubble podcast and this and that, and I'm not really interested in commenting about all of that because at the end of the day, we don't know what he's like. You can read a million tweets about, well, I think he's this, and I heard that behind the scenes he was not thanking the animators, and maybe that's true, but hey, maybe it's not, huh? What is the evidence that he's going to use it to convert people to Christianity? He said there's going to be values. It's not the same thing. To everybody that's making videos about him and kind of calling him out and being detectives on this sort of stuff, I actually think that's great. It's important to be critical and to call people out when you think that something's wrong. And hopefully you guys will respect where I'm coming from as just sort of an alternate take on the situation. And if I missed something crucial, just tell me. All right? Love you. Take it easy.